You're supposed to haggle. Offer me less. You said it cost 10. You gotta haggle. I wouldn't haggle with you if you gave me $500. 200 and that's my final offer. I'm not playing.
Today we're breaking down one of the most overlooked family feuds in cartoon history. The battle between the Pickles brothers themselves. Stu Pickles versus Drew Pickles from Rugrats and All Grown Up. This is about two completely different worldviews colliding together and showing us that even if it's animation, adulthood is complicated, messy, and hilarious. When you look at Stu Pickles, you see the mad scientist energy of an inventor who stays up all night building contraptions that never quite work the way they should. From the Reptar wagon to the countless busted gadgets lying around his basement, Stu is always tinkering. Even when his schemes crash and burn, he's the heart of the show. His belief in play, wonder, and imagination is what gives the Rugrats their world of adventure. He's literally building the backdrop for their chaos. Tommy inherits that spark, that bravery, and that sense that no mountain is too high to climb. That's no accident. Stu models resilience. He fails, he laughs, and he tries again, showing kids that curiosity is worth the risk. On the flip side, Drew Pickles is the clean-cut banker. He's the man with the tie, the calendar, and the rules. Drew believes stability, order, and image are what keep a family intact. He's the counterbalance. He's the one making sure the lights stay on while Stu is busy short-circuiting the house with his latest invention. His lessons get passed straight to Angelica, who takes his strategy, control, and status obsession and flips it into her own brand of dominance on the playground. She's calculating because Drew raised her that way, even if it comes at the cost of kindness. Their sibling rivalry runs deep. Stu thinks Drew is uptight, closed off, and unwilling to see the magic in life. Drew thinks Stu is irresponsible, dangerous, and more liability than provider. Every time they clash, it's bigger than just a broken toy or a parenting decision. It's really two philosophies of adulthood going head to head. One says let kids roam free. The other says structure keeps them safe. You see this at family events and holiday episodes all the time. Stu whips up a wild idea that could crash and burn. Drew rolls his eyes and prepares to clean up the mess. Yet when they're forced to team up, like patching together family celebrations or fixing a disaster, you realize they're unstoppable. Their strengths and flaws balance out perfectly. Stu is empathetic, creative, and resilient, but he's also careless with money, time, and safety. Drew is disciplined, responsible, and consistent, but he's also uptight, status-obsessed, and sometimes too quick to shut down joy. Their marriages reflect this too. Dee Dee and Stu balance each other like teacher and tinkerer. Dee Dee translates his chaos into lessons for Tommy and Dill. Charlotte and Drew embody power couple energy. They constantly juggle schedules, money, and control, but struggle to show Angelica's softness when she needs it. And don't forget Grandpa Lou. He lives with Stu and adds a layer of generational chaos and storytelling to the household. He gives Tommy a mix of wisdom and goofiness that fuels Stu's belief and curiosity over caution. At the same time, he's the reason Drew looks at his brother's house like it's always one fire away from collapse. In All Grown Up, the arc continues. Stu actually levels up, turning his chaotic inventing career into something more legitimate. He becomes a mentor and a real success story while still keeping his quirky charm. Drew softens with age. He stays in finance, but now he's more flexible, as Angelica's teenage drama forces him to care less about image and more about heart. So who's better? That depends on what you value. If you believe in imagination, courage, and resilience, Stu's your guy. If you believe in structure, discipline, and security, Drew takes the crown. But honestly, the show makes it clear they're two halves of one coin. Stu builds the magic. Drew makes sure it doesn't burn the house down. The most memorable Pickles family moments happen when these two stop bickering and combine forces, showing us all that childhood needs both freedom and boundaries. Tommy and Angelica are the living proof. One is brave, the other is strategic. Both are shaped by their dads, and both show us that this sibling rivalry isn't about who's better. It's about how different approaches to your life will create balance. At the end of the day, Stu inspires the spark. Drew holds the structure. Together, they're the reason the Rugrats universe feels so real.